Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
All right, we're going to get to something different, man. Y'all asked for it. I read y'all comments in the comment section. Y'all said y'all tired of these LA podcasters. Y'all tired of the street stuff. Y'all say, man, take a break, give us something different. Then you come back to that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to talk about Oprah Winfrey, man. Oprah Winfrey went off and tried to expose Whitney Houston. She's not here no more. She can't defend herself. And I think it's pretty messed up, man. If you know something on somebody and they not here no more and you put it out there, that's kind of foul because, like I say, they can't defend themselves. So we're not going to waste no more time. I seen one of my homegirls, before we get to it, I seen one of my homegirls on IG. She was upset about this. And she said something about Oprah. And next thing you know, she can't even leave messages or anything. They messed her whole Instagram channel up because of this. So I don't know if it had anything to do with it. So, man, let's get to it. Hopefully Oprah don't come after us. Let's go over and check this out. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Oprah seemingly has finally crossed the line with black folks. She's getting a lot of backlash right now. She's getting called out right and left by almost everybody on the internet. Now, Oprah and Gayle, in my opinion, has done other things in the past that will warrant the exact same backlash they're getting right now. But for some reason, the backlash didn't come before, but it's coming today. Now, the backlash stems from this event Oprah was doing, and she brought up Whitney Houston, and she told a story about Whitney Houston that apparently was a story that has never been out before. It was a story that's been kept a secret for multiple decades. And they're wondering why Oprah chose to tell this story at this point in her life where Whitney Houston is no longer with us.
We did the whole, hey girl, how you doing, greeting thing. And then I stopped the cameras and I went behind stage and I said, so tell me, what do you want? What do you want to happen here? And I'm going to tell you what I want to happen here. And that was one of the most powerful interviews. And do you all know this is an amazing thing that happened? I had such trust from the Oprah show audience that Whitney did, I think it was her last show with us, and she had gone back on drugs. The first interview I did with her when we'd gone behind stage and I asked her.
All right, let's start right there. She has gone back on drugs. Why you got to bring that up, man? Everybody know that Whitney and Bobby had their little thing going on when they get high and have fun, enjoy themselves. But you didn't have to bring it up in front of all these people. This is a story that you could have kept to yourself, Oprah. All right, let's finish it. See what she's saying about Whitney. Let me wind it back a little bit because I want y'all to hear exactly what's going on. Let's go back right here.
And she had gone back on drugs. The first interview I did with her when we'd gone behind stage and I asked her about her intention, she was clean. But the day she came to my show then to perform in front of the audience, she was not. And she fell off of the stage. And I knew that if that story got out that she'd fallen off of the stage, that she would be destroyed by that. And so even though the audience was there and the audience had cameras, I begged them not to put those pictures out because it would ruin her life, and they did not.
And what about...
That would not happen today, I can tell you.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't happen today. Everybody know about it.
A lot of celebrities and fans from that generation, they were pissed. They were pissed that Oprah told this story. And they took to social media to make it be known. I've never seen these many celebrities call out Oprah. Now, I'm a little younger, so I'm from, a different generation. I don't really have that connection with Whitney Houston like that, to be honest, right? I'll probably feel different if, let's say, she did this to Juice WRLD or XXXTentacion. But
you don't have to have a connection to Whitney Houston. You heard a couple of her songs, but I get it. You're a little younger, so you really don't know the impact that Whitney Houston had. But the thing is this, man, it's always us trying to tear each other down, especially when we get in the spotlight to make ourselves seem like we bigger than our people, man. We have this bad. I hear people say, don't say all of us. It ain't all of us. It's just some of us. Yeah, the majority, man, have it bad, man. When they see another person doing good, they gonna tear you down. They gonna bring you down. Even in death, they still talking about you in front of this person right here. I'm pretty sure we all familiar with this and talking down on our own people.
The only thing I do have is what I don't quite understand why people are pissed is Whitney Houston, being a drug addict was not a secret. I feel like
it was not a secret.
the world knew she was a drug addict when she was alive, and how she passed away was seemingly from drugs, right? So if that's the case,
allegedly,
I guess I don't understand why people are pissed off at Oprah telling this story, which just confirms Whitney Houston's drug.
They pissed off because she in front of a white person talking about her sister, talking about she was a dope fiend, a drug addict, when she could have just talked about something else. Nobody asked her to talk about Whitney Houston. She brung this up on her own.
Drug use, but again, I can't tell offended people, not to be offended, right? I'm not about to say, hey, man, you have this connection to Whitney, you love Whitney Houston, you shouldn't be mad. I'm just saying I don't quite understand the level of anger, because I think Oprah has done worse in her past. I think Oprah, we could have a long laundry list of things that Oprah have done that are very problematic, that are sell-out-ish, that has went against us a lot of times.
Even right now in the YouTube space, let me start right here. You see it here. That's the whole LA content, right? Every LA content creator make their money off talking down on another black man from LA. It's like they obsessed with tearing down another black person, even on here right now. That's the name of the game, man. That's the only way it seemed like you would get paid. You talk about something positive, YouTube won't let the numbers go up. Talk about a nigga, YouTube let the numbers go up. And that's what's making people do it. I would say jealousy there, that plays a part of it, but it's the money. Some of these people can't think, they can't think past certain people. And that's the only way they could get some bread, or that's just the way that it's set up on here. Like, you talk about your own, we're going to blow you up.
We should have given her this backlash before, but for some reason, we're giving it to her right now. One of the first celebrities, and this is no surprise to anyone who called out Oprah for her Whitney comments, was actually Monique. See, Monique spoke on, during his radio interview, how her and Jesse Jackson had a conversation prior to his death. She would never talk about what they talked about after his death because it wasn't public before his death, and she felt like that would be unfair to the dead because they can't confirm what exactly took place. So they asked her about Oprah and her Whitney comments, and Monique absolutely unleashed on Oprah.
Before I let you go, what is one question you're surprised that nobody asked you?
That's a good one, baby. What's the one question you would like to ask me that no one has asked me?
That's an even better one. Now,
I love me some Monique, boy. She be popping it. She ain't scared to pop it either. She ain't afraid to speak her mind. That's why they blackball you. You too real in Hollywood, they blackball you. When you speak your mind, they shut you down. Yeah, I noticed when I went on No Jumper and told Adam, listen, you use us to get your paper and all that so forth. They don't want people like me back. Yeah, they talking about Rock went up there with the police uniform. It don't matter what I went up in there. Listen to the message. I ain't seen not one nigga talk about the message. Not one. But yeah, man, they don't want a person like us that's going to speak their mind around, man. They don't want that.
you going to hit me back with
because I don't know the questions. I don't know what you want an answer to.
What is a secret conversation you have had on the side with somebody in the industry that you have never told, but it will make an impact on the industry? It would shake a table.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good question.
Baby, if I tell you who I had the secret conversation with, it's going to shake the table.
Yeah, you asked me what I want. I'd love to know.
Jesse Jackson.
Okay.
That's it.
What
Shake the table. Shake the table. Because our brother's no longer with us. Yeah. And it would be unfair. Mm-hmm. So you got to play fair. Because I will not speak of a person about any conversation, about any incidents, about anything that they cannot say yes or no to. Because when you do that, that becomes unfair to the baby. Because they don't have they can't say, well, yes, that happened or that didn't happen. But I'll just say, you know, brother Jesse Jackson. And it wasn't a bad thing. It was just brother Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, Oprah actually recently talked about Whitney Houston in an interview. Oh, that's why you said, okay, well, there's...
Well, Monique, she said, there you go. That you got it. I knew this was what you was looking for. So I reversed your question back on you, hoping that you'll bring that up, and you brung it up. I ain't got to say nothing. You know exactly what's going on. This is what Monique's saying. You know what's going on. Whitney can't defend herself. And, you know, she done already got, blackballed for speaking now, so she really don't want to say too much about Oprah.
She said that Whitney, kind of passed out and might have alluded to maybe
Didn't Oprah fall on stage?
Wellness to me means all things in balance. And balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Hold up. What the? So Oprah is saying that because of Whitney fell on stage, she was on that Diesel. She was on that rock and roll when she fell. But listen, you fell, so what's your excuse for you falling? Would you hide that day when you fell? All right, let's check it out.
Wrong shoes.
I don't know, I ain't seen it. And we didn't see we didn't see how she tripped, nothing. She just went down. We saw that.
She said it was her shoes.
Saw her. She was walking and bam. And everybody was like, well, she said the shoes. Okay. Well, what was wrong? So, and as we're laughing about it and making light of it, just for me, how do you speak about someone that can't defend it? That, just in my humble opinion, it takes it different. Because that woman can't say yes or no. And now you just want everybody to take your word because you're the great Oprah Winfrey. Right. And you just take my word that that's what happened.
Right. We're going to take your word over that you fell because your shoes was messed up. But when Whitney Houston fall on the ground, she off that booyah. Yeah. She off that, what they call it, man. Shaboing boing. Give me a 10. I pay you back on Friday. Yeah, that's what she was on, huh?
That I believe is unfair.
I understand her point because there is a different lens on death in Western culture than it is in my culture. Like in my culture, death is...
All right, I'm going to end this earlier. I just wanted to bring that to y'all, man. Y'all go to Poetic Flacco and watch the rest of that, man. It's just cold how we down each other, talk about each other. And it seems like that's the only way that we get that paper. And we have a real problem. Like my lips is chapped. We have a real problem with doing it in front of other people. Them clear people, man. We have a problem with doing it in front of them clear people. That's all we see. Well, we get in front of them people and we act a fool, man. We act a fool. We show out. We talk bad, down one another, real decent. Worse than anybody ever done, man. We are our own worst enemy, man. We could be so far in life, man. And we just figured out a solution to make something happen together. Even in the YouTube streets, man, everybody on here is fighting for the #1 spot. And guess what? None of us own this server. None of us own the platform. None of us. They could shut our lights off at any time, push a button and get you out of here if they wanted to. So why is you trying to be the #1 spot on YouTube when you need to be trying to figure out a way to take the paper from here and build something up out of YouTube, off of YouTube and make more paper? This ain't nothing but a marketing. When I hear people talk about me on here, see a lot of people get emotional, they get upset, they feel like they want to defend themselves. But when you understand marketing, hold up. Where's my book? Wait a minute. Let me see. This is just one of my books. Branding. I got books on this stuff. I get my read on. So the best way to do it is use these people to say your name and talk about your name, whether it's good or bad. They in their mind, they thinking they shitting on you. They thinking they ruin your channel. They thinking that by them talking about you that it's gonna work in their favor when really that's part of marketing. See, these people don't understand that. I don't have to go pay to put my name on the bus stop, pay to put my name on the billboard. All I gotta do is get on here and call one of these dudes a sitch or a hoe. Call them out their name, and then they get on here and they go crazy. And guess what? You be popping for 3 days. Everybody know who your channel is. They don't get it. They don't understand. They too emotional, man. They don't want no paper. But anyway, man, it's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I want everybody to subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and get to that 90,000 subscribers, man. That ain't nothing but a few, man. Y'all go ahead and share it. Pass it down. If you at work, people looking at YouTube, man, tell them go over there and watch Compton Rick Rock TV, man. I'm going to catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.